Hey guys, welcome to episode number 5 of Balatro on Sunday mornings. And this is your king, slash your luckiest man here, with our 633 mods here today. Sorry I wasn't gonna be live yesterday. I was going to, but, I was gonna premiere, Psychonauts 2 for our popularity, entertainment, and energy. But come to think of it, I decided to, really sleep in a little bit. And, guys, just get through yesterday. To be open and honest. And to really have, open arms and whatnot, and, you guys get the idea. Welcome to episode number 5 this week, guys, for Balatro. For Sunday mornings. As you guys can see, I'm a little bit nosy between nostrils, and been slowly trying to get my, throat back in order, and let's just see exactly where we're at. And also, guys, today's date. Today, guys, is October 12th, 2025. Now, come to think of it, we're already, current stats, for our, guys, I've gone through a bunch of days already to get through today, and, just to see how we're doing, see everything else is active and whatnot, and, yeah, we're keeping ourselves a little more comfortable, and, keeping something much more calm and at ease when we can. Even though, guys, I haven't live streamed since exactly this past Thursday. It doesn't mean it's going to be as bad as it is. I mean, I was going to premiere Psychonauts 2 to get through today from, for Saturday mornings, but I was just tired, and I just wanted to, I unfortunately just wanted to relax. Zane Katering, make a love shout out. How are you today? Good morning, good morning. You see, guys, he's the first one that we ever booked here today, with our 633 mods to get through, and guys, we're almost at the end of the weekend already. Guys, we're approaching Halloween in less than 3 weeks, so I think that's enough to really stand and deliver. You see, guys, we just can't really compare. Just depends whatever it is and what's more to consume. As far as how I'm feeling, guys, guys, between my throat and whatnot, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Maybe a little bit good than usual. Well, loves Abby, make a love shout out. How you doing? Got another loves in the house today. Abby Good's in the house this morning. The other one is Zane Fortius. But I do miss Abby, by the way. Abby Good, how you doing? Top of the morning to you. Thank you for joining us today. But other than that, guys, we nothing else would really be preoccupied, if you will. But I do want to bring up some sad news. I'm pretty sure you guys haven't heard an opportunity of that. And, well, to be open and honest, guys, I know a lot of you guys have seen a bunch of movies and whatnot. I want to see what's right and what's wrong. So apparently, guys, a legendary actor, I believe he's also in the Walk of Fame. I would assume, but I'm not. I'm not exactly positive or going hiatus of that.
I'm fine, my friend. Enjoy your day. Good morning there.
Oh, absolutely. I do miss loves Abby. You always welcome here anytime you want. My sister Abby. We love you, girl. And also my loves Rincey. Now Rincey's also something else, and my sister Michelle. But nothing else would really be Miss Dawes and Miss Occupied, but check out Loves Abby, guys. She's also a good singer. when it comes to her channel, despite the fact. So, just to give you guys an update, I'm starting to feel a little more normal between my throat this week, since I had a terrible bad cough from something I was not expecting, or never felt too concerned or pretty much certain. But I'm usually taking care of myself between, guys, my throat and whatnot. That's why I call Abby, my love's Abby, my sister Abby, so, we're going to get a panel going for you and I, and show you how well I can sing one of these days. I mean, I used to be a third place winner coming out of the Idol when it comes to singing and whatnot. You guys remember what I mentioned before to get through today, or coming out of earlier this year. I actually did receive and recently went on third place coming out of an Idol, a music Idol. See what our talent is, what our skill is. So I'm not sure what's going to be, what it's really going to be this year. After the end of this year, to be honest. So I may have a small idea how I can really dominate it and see what's going to be the plan. But I don't want to just have to toot my own horn yet. So we'll see what happens. It's going to take one step at a time. I'm sorry I wasn't live yesterday, guys. I was just really tired. My ass was a little bit bone chilling. Let's couldn't really compare to it as much. But on that, guys, before we go forward, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, phenomenal, electrifying, I don't want to say lovey-dovey, involving my future fiance, but when we finally made our return to dinner last night, after the last 2 months. She wanted an opportunity, she wanted not to have any distractions. Only my two loves just wanted to have dinner with me yesterday, and not to have any distractions, but peace and quiet. So, but other than that, guys, it was good. We took on Chinese, aka Hong Kong buffet last night, and we haven't had that in a while. Not to eliminate anything on it, so that's what it really is. But I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning. My biggest, strongest, phenomenal, exciting, marvelous, strongest power of our community. Do what we can for one another. Making sure we have everybody else here. Making sure we're sounding good. Making sure we're staying safe. And no more short throats, guys. You see, anytime I'm having any cough drops, I'm still having the berry flavor here today. I'm almost out of cast pretty soon, and as soon as I can get down and down, say at an even 100, nothing else would really be theatrical or making bad reputations. Nothing else would really be, exactly. But yeah, I repeat, guys, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning, having each other's backs, and keep on giving good health when we can. So we have our social media, guys. Our social media and our podcast services. As you guys can see, we're doing a good job just to eliminate social media right now. But as a first place winner, not to get ourselves accurate or getting ourselves proven guilty and whatnot, it's usually something that's under repeat or whatever. But yeah, guys, making sure we have our social media with your king and your luckiest man, and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. Now, the actor I was talking about, guys, was Diane Keaton. So recently, I actually did not know what was going on coming up yesterday, since I broke the news, and apparently somebody reported on TMZ, Facebook, Twitter, a lot of social media, that something happened with no reason. They had that this one actor had and starred in a lot of great movies, and I don't believe somebody fucking killed her. Sorry for using the F, guys, but you see, guys, above damsel distress, I feel like this actor was a golden treasure. Now, my brother Village Food, how you doing? Make love shout out, how you doing? What about Lalam Sahi? Oh, Sister Sahi. She's also funny. I told her, you pretty much need go Batman. Go Batman. I mean, where is the Batman? But as far as I know, guys, from what I've heard, we did lose Diane Keaton yesterday. I don't know how it happened, or what really was going on coming out of yesterday. Now, if I had to really predict, guys, as King and the Luckiest Man, I want to say Diane Keaton was a pretty good actor. I mean, an honorable actor, in my opinion. It's just that, you know, you don't know when your life is going to be heading, when your time's going to be going. You really do not care less. You care more about an actor, a better director, or anybody else in position, okay? And, I mean, all I know is, guys, Diane Keaton was a treasure. That's all she was. I was going to say the same thing. My brother Bill was my present. Lala's saying, make a love shout out. But nothing else would really persuade, guys. But the fact is, I mean, we did lose, I repeat, Diane Keaton yesterday. She recently passed away. Oh, let me rephrase that, guys. Diane Keaton died yesterday at the age of 79. Coming up yesterday. Did not know what cause of death it was, and if I had to guess, I'm not 100% sure. I feel like she had some sort of health problems, maybe some sort of natural causes and whatnot. But it doesn't change the fact, guys, in my opinion, that Diane Keaton was in some really good movies. Talk about Father of the Bride with Steve Martin. I was asking my true love about Diane Keaton, and she was not much of a fan. I mean, with all due respect, guys, Diane Keaton was a golden treasure, in my opinion. She actually worked with one movie with, you know, guys, talk about working with some good people. A lot of actors, directors, writers. Well, for example, guys, one movie I can think of is Something Has to Give. And Diane Keaton was also in First Wives Club, and I don't think Rosie O'Donnell was in that movie at the time, or unless one was not working with Diane Keaton at the time. But the thing about the fact is, guys, the thing about Diane Keaton, she was really a really nice lady, really nice actor, as far as I know. A lot of people felt concerned, like her family, friends, and whatnot, and nothing would be said about it. It's just people loved her, people liked her. It's kind of like having a Hollywood crush on her. I mean, I've seen some of her movies, but not as much as I would like. But I do know we still have Morgan Freeman, and if we want to talk about the actors that've been around whose side since day one, you think of Steve Martin, Martin Short, Tom Cruise, and whatnot. I don't think there's really less to describe her, guys. I mean, she's always been an excellent actor, by far a pretty good actor, in my opinion. It's just nothing else is really stand tall with Diane Keaton. People loved her, people cherished her, and the first time, here's the thing, guys, the thing about Diane Keaton, the first time she was in a movie was, I know she did not have much of a role towards, with Robert De Niro at the time, but if you think about the last name, Keaton, think about it, guys. The last name Keaton rings a bell. This also stands for, well, that's to keep everything else in persuasive. You talk about Michael Keaton. I feel like Diane Keaton is probably the same mother, son, I would assume, with Michael Keaton coming out of Batman, being in The Flash with Ezra Miller and a lot of Batman actors back then. But you guys cannot take anything away from Diane Keaton by far. She was really a little more sensational. Nothing would really be said about her. It's just, you gotta know when your time is right. You gotta know when you wanna be the next one to go. But now as a Christian, guys, the best thing to do is only us as Christians will know the answer. And it's all thanks to God. So I do want to say, guys, if I've only seen 1 or 2 movies with Diane Keaton in it, in my perspective, with all due respect, I'm thinking, if I had to guess, it's been like 1 or 2. But I don't think I've paid a lot of attention to it, as far as I know. But nobody can replace Diane Keaton, guys. Nobody can. It's just, if you've seen her in a movie, I'm like, that's her, and she was also funny at the time, so. But nothing can be said extra, trust me. But all I'm gonna say is, guys, for the top of my heart, from heart to heart, guys, for our future and everybody else that was, congratulated her and loved her like a mom or kind of like a grandma and whatnot. But I feel like she was getting up in age. So all I'm gonna say is, guys, I will end on this. If I had to guess how much work Diane Keaton made, all I'm gonna say is, guys, she recently made a buttload of money, millions of dollars if you will. So, but Diane Keaton was a good, really marvelous, cute actor. She really is and always will be. But now we just have to trust the facts that the Lord's gonna be with her now, along with a lot of other gentlemen back then, women, children over the years, and telling her famous stories about how everything changed her life, from the beginning to the end. Well, you talk about for bad, for worse, though. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, Diane Keaton passed away yesterday at the age of 79. May she rest in peace. May our golden treasure live on forever between future and also years to come. And of course, guys, we're very lucky age that Diane Keaton was. Let her be remembered, and may God have mercy on her soul. Diane Keaton, guys, was 79 this week. That's all I can say. Well, Max, make a love sound out, sister. How you doing? I do miss Womax too. Give a shout out to Womax, guys. I haven't seen her butt in the chat for a while. Guys, if it wasn't for, pretty much health purposes between my throat and whatnot, everything else would not be challenged, or medically challenged, if you will. But I'm slowly getting it back. So, now as far as PS Plus goes, I was gonna get it done yesterday, but it's probably gonna be after the end of this month. I do know. Oh, that's another thing too. I know tomorrow, Mr. Love and I do not have cornhole and esports, which I don't usually do esports with, with some good people coming out of here in the United States. So, as a negative answer, guys, for all of us here today, probably not. Now I would also say no in perspective. So tomorrow is Columbus Day. What do you mean, Womax? Oh, you mean demo? Well, I haven't been something in your chat for a while. I've just been busy. Been busy, guys, with all of us that are, accepting and also holding on here today. And I would be working, playing baseball when I buy the advantage point. You guys in the chat, and also spending time with most of my family, WoW and Steve, and my true love and I. But it was also excellent. And my true love, thank you so much for our future. When we had dinner yesterday, and we're still recently doing a monthly book every couple weeks. So that's still going to be a factor. But nothing else would really replace anything anything else of any kind. So, but like I said, guys, the more I have cough drops, the more I can sound good again. So, but I've actually been feeling a little more better when I get a chance. Trying to get my laughs back and kind of like, I mean, if you think about one other thing, I'm going to talk about one actor that's trying to get his mojo back, and that's Austin Powers. So he pretty much gets his stuff back in order. Any women he pretty much falls in love with, saying it's only sack now or sack later. So nothing else would take an advantage point. But I've almost been feeling normal today. It's just, that's why I wasn't. I mean, I wasn't exactly part of the reason why I did not live stream yesterday, guys. So I was just tired. I just wanted time to, you know, get everything else back in a tall order. But I'm not gonna mention anything else about Diane Keaton. She was good and a marvelous actor at the age of 79, as far as I know. I don't think John Travolta has worked with her, but he's also been something. John Travolta is still up in age. He can still, you know, be a hardcore hero, and he can still be in as much movies as he wants. I mean, I still like John Travolta by far. I still do.
I'm Japanese. I Balatro.
In Japanese, I love Balatro. I want it to become more popular in Japan. Well, apparently this game almost won. And because remember, during this game was recently a former Game of the Year winner, but this game did not.
It's okay, we'll fight in your life.
But no worries, a lot loves Max. You're always funny too. But I think about this game, guys. Balatro is a really cool game. It's excellent. I did see a good friend of mine, Pro Wrestling Unlimited, aka Timmy Buddy, and he said if we have that plans this game is fun. It's excellent. Do you have a name, by the way? No, you will, Mac. Well, I'm Max, but the other one. I was thinking of the other one for a minute. Hold on, guys. I'm also doing some too. Hold on. But everybody's got the idea. Everybody else's perspective. You know what they say, guys. The thing about my health is getting back into normal and not to have anything else die for hope and whatnot. And yes, we are still gonna do 4 games a week, guys. I'm still gonna do that. Because after today, I will be back. I will most likely be back on Thursday for some more Final Fantasy Tactics. It was Chronicles by far, so I do know there's not much going on today. After having dinner romantically yesterday and having some time together last night, so. But no worries. But alright, guys. If you guys want to catch now, as we get to our generous and hunt for friends for our social media today, guys, with our group, as the first place winner and a lot of persuasion. No, I was not at the AAA site yesterday either. But so love wanted some time for our pizza, and I'm like, so why not? As long as nobody's smoking a cigar and whatnot, I'm like, why not? We can take an opportunity just to relax, get an opportunity to refresh our memories a little bit, and have some deliverance. So why not? But before we get to anything else, guys, if you guys are here, if you guys want to catch more Balatro on Saturday, not Saturdays, excuse me, if most of you today want to catch the amazing Balatro on Sunday mornings, that's how we rephrase it, and see how we're doing. We also did unlock the Joker unlock for a minute, so you guys can check that out. And on top of everything else, guys, about Balatro on Sunday mornings, that's much better. If you guys wanna what's your opinions, if you guys wanna talk about anything extra and whatnot, you guys can let me know. If you guys have any questions or concerns, You guys can type them in the chat. And also in the live chat. Hold on guys, let me do a question and answer. What did you think of Diane Keaton at the age of 79? There we go. That's what I would think of an easiest and pretty much comfortable question on questions and answers. But like I said, guys, if a lot of you here today want to have any questions or concerns, you guys can type them in the chat, in the live chat if you want. That way, guys, your king, your luckiest man, can have the authority and answer. Nothing's final if that's your final answer. Whatever you want to book. SSC, make a love shout out, my good friend. Thank you for joining us today. But other than that, guys, since we're not over the edge, if you guys want to catch more Balatro, want me to play new games on the schedule, make sure you guys stand close when we get an opportunity. And if you guys are reading a book, maybe reading a newspaper and drinking some coffee to wake up, you know, or listen to music on your earphones, your earbuds, or walking the dog in place for a while. Well, I know as the first place winner, you guys cannot take anything away from that. Never have, never will. Well, even if you're watching a funny movie, or watching a gaming program, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Help out my channel ASAP, guys. I need most of your guys' help right now. I really, really would love that. If you guys can do that here in the chat here today, that'd be awesome. That would be tremendous. I can always line you guys up when you guys get a chance, and also get something to really lift. But yeah, guys, if any of you today want to catch more Balatro, but want me to play new games on the schedule, well, I know I got plenty of stuff in the bank right now, but I'm not gonna toot and ask for an opportunity to buy that Snake Eater or get Borderlands 4 with that. So, I mean, probably not. But if I had to guess, the only two I'm gonna be focusing going into the holidays is I do know I will be still allowing and getting. Excuse me, guys. I'm trying to find the words for a good amount of time and trying to punch our tickets for a minute. So the only thing I can really think of is I will still be extending another year of PS Plus after the end of this month. So it's probably going to be like we always do. I will still extend it every year. And so my other question would be, what's going to be the plan for Amazon? I mean, I can always think a lot of things for Amazon for this year. And the last time I ordered anything was something a little more trustworthy and thoughtful. So I'm still thinking, if PS Plus is going to be pushed a little bit, maybe log for a good amount of time or whatever. Does this no the true meaning of that, guys, in my opinion, and you guys can help me out with this one. You know, not to have a flashback or me, guys, as your king and your luckiest man answer this. So my question is, does Amazon beat PS Plus? I mean, that's to have a bit of an upset and whatnot. You see, guys, if that's the case, I could probably start Amazon this week, but I don't want to wait till my next safe deposit to do that. So, I mean, the plan going forward for Amazon is not only I actually want something out of it, but I want to get my true love and my beautiful and hot future fiance something for my true love, and I mean for our future. You're talking about getting some for Night to sign on a birthday and whatnot. I mean, I've got buttloads of time, guys. I'm not gonna scratch my head and say I'm gonna get my true love that. I'm going to get her this towards a 9th year anniversary of Night to sign, and also get some for her birthday. But I'll probably get Amazon done when I get a chance, but I'm not gonna really toot my own horn and say, do I want this done that quick? before Amazon. I mean, the fact is, guys, with Amazon before PS Plus gets a big opportunity. I mean, PS Plus is not going to ruin anything, as far as I know, completely right now. So I feel like Amazon is just a tiny bit of a puss. I mean, just for now, but I don't want to just have to argue or cause another damn thing to the next. But I feel like if I do get Amazon done, I'll give my true love a few things that I'm going to surprise her with and spoil the party with for her. And the question is, if I want to add to anything to that list. I'm not saying if I would, but I feel like I want to get baseball dice, for if I want to get something upcoming for a baseball game on my PC, or wanting to do something more fun in public, or having my own baseball board, and that's a possibility. So, I feel like before we get to rest, before we jump back to social media today, guys, I do know if I get Amazon going before I get my teeth deposit, I am leaning towards get my true love something huge. I'm talking about getting my future fiance, guys, my future wife, by the way. I'm talking about getting her the next future engagement ring for our 9th year anniversary next year, for night to sign for sure. I mean, there's a bit of a possibility, and part of that, and maybe add a little something extra to go with that as well. But you guys remember, I'm not a big spender as I used to be when I was growing up, so that's probably what I'm still going to be doing. And do I want to do that? Absolutely, guys. I still want to do it. But it's just going to be a matter of time. But way before, you think about how, but when. I feel like I can get it going as soon as possible. But I don't know when I'm going to do it. But my guess is probably very, very soon. Because I don't want to run out of time for PS Plus before we get to Black Friday. Towards the end of November. But I will still cross the son of a bitch when the time is right. So, but PS Plus, not yet. But I will get an opportunity to extend a year, as I always do. I mean, I've had the PS5 almost. So, Wilmax, do you think that's the right way to go? I know you guys have an understanding point and have a different perspective on it. It's just, I feel like Amazon can get that's a bit of a puss before I think about extending PS Plus by far. I'm still probably doing it. The answer to that question, guys, is yes, I'm still gonna do it, but not yet. And my answer to Amazon, there's a tiny bit of a chance I will, but it's just gonna be on when, or having its own time. I mean, I'm gonna have a buttload of time to get anything I want from my true love when I want, anytime we get something in the balance. So that's exactly where I'm at. But yeah, I don't waste any time. I've always been a patient man as a first place winner. You guys know that. That's to really assert. So, and I have enough to really experience. But back to social media. Not to get off subject or anything. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, or want to catch more Balatro, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. I will be playing some more Final Fantasy Tactics Inwards Chronicles before the end of this week. We are still doing new episodes every Thursday morning since it was before. Honestly, guys, it was before. You guys know this as of right now, and we're at least much closer. Whoever you're with, you guys remember I did remove RoboCop, not for separate reasons, but I just wanted to double dip, something different, and we're gonna have something extra besides the other stuff, as a matter of fact. But I was gonna do Psychonauts yesterday, but I was just so dopey. I was just tired. Didn't feel like I was thinking about doing anything by far. But like I said, guys, Amazon, I can get it done at any time, or when I want to, way before I make and have a stand up and get an extension for PS Plus. But if I had, real quick guys, if I had to guess when Amazon is getting a SOT, it's a little bit tough right now, but it's probably going to be very soon before I made the terms for PS Plus. Trust me, that won't be the center of attention afterwards. But I got to get through. I'll spend a bit more what I do for Amazon, but I will not name a price yet. But soon I will. But make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. If you guys have any questions or concerns, let me know in the chat as your king and your luckiest man. Type them in the chat, guys, if there's anything. I don't see you guys having any questions on that, but no worries. Also, guys, when we get on top of things, and since I'm slowly getting my throat back a bit, I mean a little bit more, and in the standard position, the most important thing, guys, and the most important rule is love, support, and respect is the key. So also being creative. If you guys were dancing to, you know, an old school classic back in the 80s, 90s, 70s, if you guys are missing any music or video countdown, you guys remember watching on VH1, or even if you're watching or listening to radio to, you know, listening to any song on the countdown and making that your playlist, and you know, miss watching every single show based on music. Just for the old years, a lot of that came around for a long time, and who could possibly forget about a lot of memories. And I always love it when every single countdown does the recap. I always love the recap, guys. I still do. Till this very day, since day one. Since I used to watch music countdowns all the time when I was growing up, and you know, guys, we're here in 2025. That brought a lot of memories to me, and I know it touched your hearts all the time to get through today too. But yeah, guys, we are at 633 mods today. Now, another question for you guys: if any of you want to be mods in the chat, we are 633. If you guys want to make a name for yourselves, you want to, you know, have your channel link up to date right now, whatever you guys want to do. Not to be, you know, less repulsive when you talk about wanting to, you know, share your thoughts or anything. You guys can let me know. Let your king and your luckiest man talk with you. Whenever sounds good, whenever sounds perfect, you guys let me know. We're always here. You guys are always one of my 4 priorities. Always have and always will. And always for better for worse. Whatever you guys want to do. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Well, we made in Greek, guys. We take our time. We want to see how we're doing. Have a lot of socialization, laughs, views, and beliefs here today. And whatever sounds making a lot of sense and whatnot. We want to see how much open and honest we can be. It's kind of like singing a song on stage. You want to test your talent, you want to test your skill. You want to see how much applause and a lot of voting you guys can get from them. And it's all about having a lot of comments from each other too. Always showing a lot of appreciation, a lot of, here's the thing, guys, showing a lot of mercy, showing a lot of respect that people can give you. People want to see that from you. Have a lot of talent, have a lot of things that change your life and whatnot. We're talking about writing a poem, doing any other talent that people, or you guys haven't seen from anyone. But it's not about how you do it and how you begin it. The most important thing, guys, is you do it because you're driven. I still quote that from Speed Racer, all thanks to Matthew Fox, coming out of Lost and other movies. But I'm just hoping when a lot of people enjoy it, and when a lot of us do, and take our time, that we're there to see it. Everybody has their own perspective, their own talents that people haven't shown between our family, friends, Matsu Love and I have shown for a long time. And if you guys in the chat would see it, you guys would vote me in first place right now. Which that would be excellent for us. And for myself, and also thanks to God, so. I mean, I want also be nominated with you guys. But why not? And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Remember, guys, knowledge is power. Love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Also, to make enough room. Anytime we manage to find people and socialize with people, all we have to do, guys, is to be open and honest. With your first place winner from bowling. We are starting bowling back up in the next couple more weeks on November 4th. So, I'm hoping I got every single shot back in order. That way I can get back to the first place, spot, and get back to what I'm doing, and get back to reality with you guys. So, that way I can hit my object, maybe find another 200 game for the 5th time, maybe like 6th time this year, and open the bowling season up. I mean, I still got my Terry vibe, guys. Besides, I take my time on shots, and I still got the same technique, as I normally do. And that would be kind of like Mika Kumpuniemi, so, coming out of Finland, so. But I'm still gonna be having that technique going forward. Amazing Mika Kumpuniemi, so I'm still gonna have that going forward for every single bowling season. But I'm just gonna slow down on time a bit, or burn a little bit, whatever I can do. Also, guys, anytime we manage, I did say it right now, and also from the balance to balance, and also cover. Anytime we manage to find people, guys, and socialize with people, all we need to do, guys, all we have to do, only, is share our experiences. Also, guys, follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Guys, Twitter X, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys remember how long I've been under social media? Most likely in the order, instead of Harry Potter getting destroyed by the Dark Lord and Harry Potter movies, and just to see how everything else adds up to the story, book to book, toe to toe and whatnot, making out your victim. You guys remember, there's a good guy and a bad guy. That's all there is to it. Nobody can rely on it and tell you bad secrets. As long as, remember, a lot of people do not tell secrets anymore. Once Love and I are always romantically and understandable and honest to each other. But as long as how much, as far as, sorry guys. Now here's the thing, guys. As far as how long I've been under social media here today. I've been on Twitter, X, and Facebook for 7 years. Once Love and, actually no guys, I've been on YouTube for 9 years. Precisely. And my two love and I, guys. We're going into 9 years next year, in the next couple more months. Even though we're gonna be getting a lot of damn snow pretty soon, we're gonna have to get ourselves warm and warm, guys. But no more slippery spots. So that's gonna force me to wear my boots very soon. But not yet. Not yet. Besides, we still got some nice heat going on here today, so I mean, it's supposed to go up to the 70s a bit more. But I don't need to worry about that right now, so. But all I'm saying is, guys, I won't get Amazon going very soon. It's just gonna be a matter of time. And see how much we can, skyrocket. And, I'm still not a big spender at all, guys. I never have and never will. I mean, I, for one, may do it. Or maybe not. Besides, I'm gonna be asking for cash again soon, so. But it's probably gonna be mid this week, or towards the end of the week. See how much I want to spend on Amazon going forward. But if I had to guess, it's gonna be one of the values. But I'm just going to get what my Zula wants, that I can get her. I just want to romantically surprise her. How much I love her so much, guys. I really do. And don't forget, guys, if I want to get myself something, I always want to put myself first, and pull my own shoes first, before I get anything. Always put yourself first, fellas, before you have somebody you love, and like your family, before they get ahead. So, that's something I really, really want to get a shot at. Also, guys, you guys remember how long I've been on YouTube? As I mentioned, I've been on YouTube for 9 years, 7 years on Twitter, X, and Facebook, and my two love and I, guys. My musketeer and I have been together for for soon to be, what was the number I was saying, guys? Oh yeah, my true love and I will be hitting. My true love and I, guys, for our future, we will be hitting 9 years for next year's night to sign. Now, as a matter of fact, I lost my true love one time. I ain't losing her ass twice. We want to be romantically married in the future. That's all that matters. She's my top priority. I don't. Here's the thing, guys. I'm a gentle and honest man, and being open. And I know you guys understand that. You know, the way I'm voicing my opinion right now. I understand a lot of us can have a lot of nervous spots and not knowing what to do between a human being, but you gotta stand up for what you believe in. Do you go to church? Do you have a good job? Do you know how to voice your own opinions? How to stand up and be a better person? Well, most of the time, guys, I try to. But, my family taught me well, and my true love gets me on. I mean, my true love knew I was going to be a changed man thanks to her, so. And, my family got something much more particular, for me. And I cannot thank them enough. Besides, by the time we reach 9 years for our future, my true love and I, and, as a young romantic couple that we are, the fact is, I do want to end on this before I get to Steam. So anytime I'm with my true love, guys, I told her to massage my feet and take our time with that. So from out of nowhere, when my true love asked me to come down every couple hours till 9:30 all the time, as it's normally 24/7, for some reason, she tinkles to sit out of my feet. I'm like, I understand I'm not Al Bundy, but come on. But yeah, see, my true love always tickles my feet whenever she has to go, and most of the time, guys, she told me, and also did state the following: "You keep an eye on my stuff while I use the bathroom." She just tells me, guys, she always has to use the bathroom. Telling me to keep an eye on the phone, keep an eye on refreshments and whatnot. I'm like, go ahead. I'll make sure nobody steals it. So that's all there is to it. But alright, guys, that's gonna be the end of our social media today. We are gonna talk about Steam as of right now. So let's go and get to the swing of things today. So guys, let's head over to steampower.com. I mean, that's a little bit funny, guys. That's the only thing my true love sometimes tells me. You keep an eye on my stuff while I use the bathroom. I'm like, okay, that's enough of that. So, but alright, guys, let's get to Steam today. So as your king and your luckiest man, Marcel, make a love shout out. How are you today? Make a love shout out, guys. Check out Marcel this morning. She's colorful. She knows how to stand tall with us. One of Womack's still in the house today. Very fortunate to see. But alright, guys, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store, guys. Make an in-store purchase, pre-order, and make a name for yourselves on a gaming account. And take your time. Yeah, guys, head over to the Steam store. We're looking to make pre-orders. If you guys looking to make a testament, have good intentions and whatnot, see when they have games that are out there on sale, and bring in balance. Yeah, guys, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store, guys. Make a pre-order, in-store purchase, make a name account. If you're on Steam or on the Steam Deck, and buy something. If you guys are going after an old game, buy a special game. If you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys can go after any games you want, anytime you want, when you want to. You guys own your own Zaz and Zuri. But I repeat, fellas, head over to the Steam store, make a pre-order, in-store process, and make a name on an account. Make a process, make a pre-order, buy a game on sale, and buy something. If you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, that's always the best way to start, and to have the very beginning. Whenever you guys want to jump in. You guys can make any super chats, actually not super chats, excuse me. You guys can buy any games you want, you know, when you pre-order or make an install process. You guys can make any of those two come to your mind. You guys can buy any games you want with no extra cost. Maybe you guys are getting the new Battlefield 6. Now let me tell you guys some about Battlefield 6. I haven't tested out a trailer for that game. I don't believe I'm getting the game this year. Next year, no. I'm not going to take an opportunity to energize it or focus on another game just to get a break from RPGs and sports. I mean, RPGs in particular sport. For example, guys, what's this baseball exactly? No. I'm not going to get... I don't think I'm getting Battlefield 6 this year, so probably not. You guys can go after the games on sale today. If you guys are getting the Jackbox Games franchise sale, there's a lot of games you guys can check out when you guys can buy time and also, you know, bring balance to the force on them. You guys can buy also, if you guys are into car washes or buying any game with simulators, you guys can get 50% off of getting Power Wash Simulator for $12.49, 15% off between the price. You guys can also buy and use your technique by getting Breachway for $12.99, and also, guys, the Farmer was replaced for $7.99 a piece. So you guys can get those games on sale with no extra cost. Let me see if there's any other sale games today. You guys can also get the baseball. Actually, no, guys, the sports stuff, that whatever you guys can dictate and bring. You guys can get backyard baseball and backyard soccer for $7.49 each. So you guys can check out those deals. I cannot take any pre-orders today, but I do know, I do want to voice an extra opinion right now. You see, guys, when I was premiering, I told you guys Final Fantasy Tactics is something I do want to question most of the time. That I want to see that game win and be one of the nominees, be eventually the nominees towards what do you call it, guys? Borderlands 4, Expedition 33, and the other games, right? As far as anything else goes, of any kind. But I just want to see how much they can really bring a toss-up between voting. I don't think the Game Awards are up for the voting yet. But if I had to predict, I would still nominate 4 games. Not to have any squash or anything, completely. And to be open and honest, just to have something judgmental. So if I still had to book my own thing, not to have damsel distress on this perspective, guys, for gaming, nobody's gonna have any other debate or arguments to this one, or to have anything violent towards it. But I do know, I still want to get 4 games to get to our attention, and to have a lot of motivation. So the only games I see fit, if I'm just booking my own nominees for Game of the Year, this is the way I see them. The only thing I can really suggest is people making their own options. You know, for this year's Game of the Year of 2025 completely. So if I had to guess, I mean, I can just name the first 2 from the heart. So guys, the only games I can think of is, I mean, it's easier said than done. I know, I would probably book, well, I do know the first game. The first game I'm thinking, I'm gonna put in, well, the first one I'm thinking about right now is very consistent. So guys, I'm gonna say Borderlands 4 is 1. So I'm gonna say Borderlands 4 is the first one I would nominate. Final Fantasy Tactics Evil's Chronicles. As an honest answer, yes. I will nominate that game too. You guys understand I will, most likely. So those are the first 2 games I can really not put aside on the table, or have the cards on the table right now. If I would have fit in Donkey Kong, that game would go crazy and have a golden gem at the end. I mean, I wouldn't exactly do anything with that game as far as I know. But if I'm looking to really research, I mean, the only few games I can think of is, keeping the same order. Expedition 33, Borderlands 4, Final Fantasy Tactics. I just don't want to... Here's the thing, guys. I, for one, do not want to push Donkey Kong into that discussion. I mean, it's not like I played Donkey Kong enough. I mean, as far as I know, Donkey Kong is a tremendous... And... excuse me. But as far as I know, the fact is, the way I picture Donkey Kong, it's like people actually fell in love and started playing the greatness and the, guys, the different layout for the new Donkey Kong Bonanza. And I mean, it's not like I'm going to be putting it in my book. I don't think it's going to really work out for me. I just, guys, Donkey Kong is not exactly an RPG. Like, guys, just to partner up with, do not for purposes. But the only company that makes it happen is the man behind Neil Druckmann, and that is, I mean, not Neil Druckmann from Naughty Dog, but somebody else that works with it, and that's Nintendo exactly, and, just really was another company. But the only one that does it is, personally, I mean, as far as I know, it's only towards, Nintendo. So I was going to say Nintendo, but yeah, if I had to guess if Donkey Kong is going to be in my book, I would probably say no. But if I were to drag, I pretty much have something out of my pocket between Expedition 33, Borderlands 4, and Tactics, I would probably put in Assassin's Creed Shadows, because there's a lot of things people can really think about and talk about as far as Assassin's Creed is concerned. Now, I haven't talked about that franchise in a while, but the way I look at it, I see maybe a bit more of an opportunity to really personify and also have a bit more of a confidence level for that game. So I would probably just book those games for sure, but I might be wrong if Assassin's Creed Shadows does not get an opportunity for this year. I mean, if it does, that would just be major. But I don't think Assassin's Creed Shadows should be in the book, but there's a big maybe I would nominate it, in my opinion. So we'll see. A little sip of water, guys, but I mean, if anything else, I would feel like it's going to be a big turnaround. It says that game's going to win, but only one game only wins every year. I mean, by next year, you guys understand what game is going to win next year. And I will just say one game, and that's GTA 6. GTA 6 is only going to be, laying the smackdown and winning the SOB by the end of next year, as far as I know. But we do not have an extra trailer, though. I do know Rockstar is only wait for us to be shocked, maybe like surprised. Another game, guys, for next year to watch out for is the new Expedition 33. But I do know, going towards and leaning towards, guys, playing Intergalactic Prophet through Naughty Dog. So Neil Druckmann is taking his time with that. I haven't heard anything on The Last of Us, but I know he's out of the helm for Season 3, to my knowledge, and also the point of the view. He's not going to have any more plans. But one may assume he may still want to do The Last of Us Part 3. But we won't see that till probably next year. Towards the end of next year, but you never know. So we'll see what happens. So other than that, guys, we'll see what happens, but I don't want to say exactly what's going to be up for grabs yet. We'll just never know what the future is going to be like. As the first place winner, my true love and I will still get married in the future. We are a tremendous, hot, romantic couple for our future. We look spectacular and we look sweet for our future. That's all there is. So I don't know. I mean, those are the only 4 games I would book in a heartbeat. I mean, that's my opinion. And that would just be a slim prediction. I mean, that's my prediction. My prediction, guys, is having those 4 games be, you know, guys, me leading towards those 4 games that I just announced right now. Getting a bit of an opportunity, and one of them's going to win. But it's going to be hard to predict which game I see winning. But if I want to see that win, you know, guys, having that game win, or the other one trying to win, and have Dragon Rides for the first time. So, I would only lean towards, like I said earlier, I'll say it again, I would only lean towards Borderlands 4, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and Final Fantasy Tactics. Heroes Chronicles by far. Good morning, brother Leon. Make a love shout out, my brother. How you doing? How you doing today? How's it going, brother? But as you guys can see, like I said at the start of the stream, to get through today, I'm still feeling a little bit, you know, not exactly frightening or not much sickening, but, or having to take a lot of less deep breaths, but I'm slowly getting my throat back together. You see, guys, if it wasn't for the cough drops, I would have still been, you know, feeling bad and bad in between. So, or mad at one another. But I'm slowly getting back to my normal side. I'm slowly getting to that point, or climbing towards anything else in between. So we'll see how things work out. But yeah, guys, I repeat, we'll see what happens. Otherwise, I may be right or wrong between my naming of gaming, at least for now. Well, my name on Steam, guys. You guys already know my name. My only name, guys, it's not Chip Douglas. My name on Steam, guys, is Zach Dawson93. If any of you today fallen enough attention, if you guys have nothing, you entirely have nothing to lose. I'm a huge fan. Been on Steam for over, you know, just really, you know, have twists and turns, playing different games. Here in the United States, when I buy the time, I have a lot of circulation, see whatever it is. You know, not to have sponsors and dialects and whatnot, but not to have any persuasion on it. Hold on, let me type some in the chat. But yeah, guys, I've been on Steam for over 9 years. Not 9 years, excuse me. Time with YouTube, but I've been on YouTube for 9, Twitter, X, and Facebook for 7, and my true love and I will most likely and still be hitting 9 years for next year's night to sign. Brother Leon, thank you for mentioning that. Diane Keane played a movie a couple years ago named Mad Money with Queen Latifah. I mean, that's something I haven't thought about, guys. I never knew that. I mean, the fact is, guys, that's the only movie I haven't seen. I haven't seen her in, but all I know is, guys, Diane Keane was colorful. That's all I can say. And what really matters between the acting and the supporting roles that she's been in. She was colorful, she was a golden treasure. Not compared to James Earl Jones, but that's pretty much enough you guys can take from it. Take from the two actors right there. So there is to it, you know? It brings a lot of memories, it brings a lot of things. You don't know what to do, and how you guys can, you know, persuade on it. Stephanie Vacure and Seth Rollins, new Crown Jewel champions. Well, I did not watch Crown Jewel. As far as I know, Timmy Buddy did not watch it. As far as I know. I mean, so far today, in perspective, so. The reason why he didn't, from what I've heard, he did watch it, but apparently his internet is not going well for him. He's been trying to get his internet and his computer fixed. So that explains why. Alright guys, let's get to the interesting stuff today. And see what we're looking at. And how we can picture. If you guys are in RPGs, like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, The Last of Us, Elden Ring, for example, I still do not see Elden Ring, Night Rain taking a bit of a slam shot. Or looking to really have a bow and arrow just to really, I mean a bow and arrow before reunification, just to, you know, have something to combine, and also having that game rise up to the occasion. But I do know, the last Elden Ring game did pretty well, or slightly well, to begin with. And that was Elden Ring, The Curse and the Elk Tree. you guys can tell me if that's the right name at the right time. But well, like I said, guys, as I mentioned earlier, I'll say it again. The only 4 games I see winning, as far as I know, I mean, just to keep everything else, you know, as a current subject on it, I only see Borderlands 4, Expedition 33, and Final Fantasy Tactics. It was Chronicles for sure. I just don't want to book Donkey Kong by far. I just don't want to have that game be a threat and take the rights away between these games. And I really don't want to see it, but if they want to say that I'm wrong and have a different perspective by voting, people have their own opinions. I mean, I have my own opinion, so if people want to toss anything, like having their cards on the table and have a chit-chat with me on it, we can go more than a half hour and talk about which game is going to win, and just to be an expertise, guys, and say what game is not going to win this year. I mean, every single game gets one shot every year. You get an opportunity, and you do not make any mistakes like bugs, having games under it, or having something get back to reality. You know, just to see what game stands tall and wants to be the best of the best. Like if you're the best boxer, if you're the best fighter, if you're the best one from Cobra Kai or Miyagi-Do. So, it just really describes what game needs it the most. You know, it happens every end of the year. Now, Brother Leon, I'm not sure if we have any other gaming conferences before we get to the Game Awards again this year. We haven't heard anything on Kingdom Hearts 4, but I mean, not since it's been making good progress, according to Tetsuya Nomura, in a decent time, so I still haven't heard anything else. Or getting slimed and whatnot, so yeah, for me, no, I haven't heard anything. But I still think those games should still be releasing by the end of next year. Yeah, for me, I wouldn't buy ESPN. I would just waste my entire bank money right there. But I'm not gonna do that. The only 2 I'm leaning towards is Amazon before PS Plus. I mean, now that I think about it completely, if I get Amazon done, it's probably gonna be soon. Since I'll still have set a PS Plus for another year extension, but not yet. I'm still gonna do it, and you know, let's really schedule it and still extend it during that Black Friday deal that I always do with my family every single year. So, you know, it's a top priority. That's for everything else. Now, speaking of RPGs, guys, if any of you today are calling your own shots between baseball and a lot of sports games, you guys want to adore and enjoy, have to test your patience, and you know, be exactly who you want to be for gaming. If you guys want to buy sports games today, like baseball, racing, tennis, golf, football, basketball, if you guys are buying wrestling, if you guys are playing, you know, anything else for sports games, calling your own shots. You guys can buy any sports games that are on sale. If you guys want to take your opportunity to look around and whatnot, as long as you're not singing Sadahusi from Alan Jackson. But okay, Brother Leon in the chat says, I heard there's a new Resident Evil mobile game coming pretty soon for the phones. I haven't heard about that either. All I know is my true love and I had a romantic time yesterday. Wanted to get through last night as well, so I did not hear anything about that in general. But I do know, if you guys haven't been told, the new Resident Evil Requiem, you guys heard me right, the new Resident Evil 9 is up for pre-order right now, so I don't think I'm going to be booking that next year. The only few I'm booking is RPGs and baseball only. I mean, if anything else would get me away from it, I'm pretty sure the other games won't. I don't think I will, to be honest. But I do know Resident Evil Requiem, it should be a suitable final title, if I had to guess. That does create a much more momentum a lot of shooting, and a lot of, you know, death sentences and whatnot. So we'll see what happens. You guys can buy any sports games with no extra cost when we jump in it. Now let me tell you something about baseball before I get and tell you guys how I'm doing here today. You guys can check out my good, suitable brother, my brother Bill, I'm trying to find the word. You guys can jump into YouTube. You guys can find my brother Beatles Eternal. If you guys haven't checked him out, he's a really nice guy, good brother of mine on YouTube. He does play a lot of baseball, as much as I can do, and he has. I don't believe my brother Beatles Eternal has played baseball lately. All I know is this, and I will tell you guys some in between, and jump in the middle for it. I do know my brother Beatles Eternal hasn't played baseball in a while. To be honest with you, no. Well, no, he's been busy with work and whatnot. Well, he's pretty much doing something that's to really rest his voice and have himself calm down and not have a lot of stuff going on and keep everything else under control. But I know Beatles Eternal, my good brother, guys, is still in possession. Resident Evil Survival Unit. Do we know when that's arriving? Between Android? I haven't heard much. Good morning, beautiful. How you doing? Make a love shout out, by the way. Herlaces, good morning to my two love guys. I will soon be hitting 9 years with for next year's night to sign. So yeah, so you guys can search my brother Beatles Eternal. And think about him, guys. He enjoys playing digital diamond baseball, out of the park baseball, after baseball projects you guys can think of, and just look up Beatles Eternal, guys. It's a really nice dude, good brother of mine. Now let me tell you guys what I've been doing. I'm actually doing something with I still have my Pittsburgh Steelers notepad. I was going to continue my 2006 season, and also guys in the very beginning of what was that season I was telling you guys about earlier this week, or this past week? It was good. Oh yeah, guys, it was I don't think it was Marlins. I can't think of which one it was, but I decided to close that under, my start of my 2006 season of my team, and also me and my brother Beatles hooked to that too. So I decided to, close that chapter. And what I'm trying to give myself to understand is let's see how many games that I can do, and also guys, my start of the team and my Beatles and I can do. AI is getting Bob Ross versus Mr. Rogers. People go too far. Well, I know Captain America was not having an opportunity. If they're looking to have a fight with that, give me a gaming competition. Give me Wolverine and Deadpool again. Yeah, give me Deadpool and Wolverine, or give me somebody in perspective. Only my two love do something towards the one that's beginning to hand on me from WoW, or pretty much doing something at the art studio. Which my two love knows exactly what I'm talking about. As a romantic couple, we are, so tell me I'm not wrong, honey. I know you're not. Besides, you might check for our future. So, but yeah, guys, the thing about baseball, I'm taking my time. I'm doing under me and Beatles in the start of my season. I'm doing my 1965. I'm trying to think what team it is. I sort of mentioned this earlier. I'm doing my 1965. Hold on, let me take my notepad just to be safe and sound. Not to take a lot of time. I'm doing my 1965 Cincinnati Reds season under me and Beatles, and my start of the Reds. So that's exactly what I'm doing. But other than that, guys, baseball is always one of my top priorities. along with you guys in the chat, WoW and Chief, my family, and my hot and beautiful future fiancé. Nobody's stealing the soul from her, or from me. Never has and always will be. Besides, I feel like I should be John Cena. My true love should be Eve Torres from WWE, but she does not watch wrestling. And I know she does not, so. But as far as I know, Timmy Buddy did not watch. From what I've heard, his internet was not listening to him. Everything else did not get a review. He was doing. The last thing. The fact is, guys, the last thing that Timmy Buddy did on his Pro Wrestling Unlimited internet was he recently did a once along. I repeat, guys, a once along of AEW Dynamite and him playing Spider-Man 2, and that was exactly this past Wednesday. Actually, no, this past Tuesday, that he was exactly live the last time. So yeah, that's all I can say. But don't forget to check out my brother Beatles Eternal, guys. I want to get another baseball project to close this year, but I don't want to just have to. I don't want to just have to be in the middle and intervene with both Amazon and PS Plus together. All I know is, and yes, guys, I won't end on this. If I had to guess, sweetheart, you understand? I'm still getting your butt something for a 9th year anniversary for next year. That's exactly what I still want to turn my head to, not between your family or your sister or anything, but I still want to have an opportunity to, book Amazon. If I still want to do it double for you, since you guys remember, I'm not a big spender all the time, but I'm almost in the early 100s right now, so I'm almost starting to get plenty of cash with me, but my guess is hopefully before the end of the week. Hopefully, but I just don't know. So not a big spender, but for the sake of my time to not really allow it, but we'll see what happens. But I do know, now sweetheart, if you still want a double dose, what I'm going to do for Amazon, I'm still going to spoil you romantically for a future. And beautiful, sweet, and tremendous you are for me, because I love you too much. It's always the time to get somebody something. You get yourself something first before you get, the luckiest, trustworthy woman you want to have. Only you, yourself, and your well-being can get something before you get somebody in between. So it all depends. Whatever people are satisfied with. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of Steam for today. I'm going to close the chapter on Steam for today. My name on Steam is ZachDawson93. If you guys have any questions or concerns on any gaming, Solo's Family Tree is complete. MFT. Well, from what I've heard, they are gunning for the Wyatt 6 for their tag titles. It's probably going to be at Survivor Series, or way before that happens. So, probably Survivor Series, or way before that, really starts planning ahead on it. So probably they'd save that maybe till Survivor Series, but I don't know. I have no clue, but all I know is, guys, I did not watch it, but I did exactly check out an all-star classic between John Cena and AJ Styles. That match was amazing over the weekend. At Ground Zero, guys, that matchup was really good. Seth Rollins and Cody, it was not as bad. I was thinking Cody Rhodes was gonna beat him, and before nothing over him. So, congrats to Seth Rollins, but I've always thought Seth Rollins was not gonna be the better man, just to, not get aside and whatnot. So, but yeah, I did not watch Ground Zero. Timmy Buddy did actually watch it. If I'm just voicing my opinion right now, I feel like he did. But if his internet was not going to be bad or buggy or have something to fix, that's another thing too. But yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm going to close out Steam for today. If you guys have any questions or concerns, my name on Steam is ZachDawson93. You guys can make your own pre-orders and in-store purchases. And don't forget to check out my brother Beatles Eternal, guys. He's a baseball fanatic, as I am. Trust me. Now, the most important thing, guys, and the most important rule, is love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative. Keep everything psychology, phonology, mythology, and whatever you guys can. Drink a lot of coffee, drink a lot of water, and having a binding resolution and whatnot. You guys can take your time. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. I do want to have much more to boost my channel, as much as anything else, guys. You guys with my top priorities and going up, down, left, right, uppercut. It sounds like if you're playing Mike Tyson all the time. Doing Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That game is old school. It's good and whatnot. So we're playing an old school PS1 game. So you guys remember when you guys were playing stuff like that doing PlayStation? We're doing the old era back in the 1990s to the early 2000s, like the PS2 and Xbox. So it's pretty much more seasonal. They beat down Sami Zayn, and they chased off Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, I know Timmy Buddy, a good friend of mine, through his channel, would say in his own words, Shinsuke Nakamura, but I've always thought I would maybe say it by stating the following, Shinsuke Nakamura. Everybody's got their own opinion. But I do want my numbers to flash back up, guys. All my followers, views, and thumbs up. Whatever we can carry. But nobody's gonna wait around for nothing. Nobody will. But the most important thing, guys, is to get my numbers up on the YouTube channel. Or more, I always focus on one, guys. It's not about how we're doing it, but how much we can take our time by achieving it. We want to reach our goals. We want to see how much limitations we can, grab. That's all we can talk about, guys. We have our opinions. We know how to do. Here's the thing, guys. We know how to really get something going. We want to rock and roll. We want to see how much we can continue. Next year will be 10 years since I'll be on media. But I will not be going away anytime soon. I'll be 33 next year. I will be beating that by then. At least for sure. Common Bond and some of the threats. But the most important thing, guys, is to help our channels out. And when we can use them, is we watch our videos in full. Like, share, comment, and follow, guys. Take our time. And don't forget to get yourselves motivated. And get yourselves in position. I haven't either. I mean, it's gonna be soon, maybe like rather later. But if there's anything extra, according to plan, guys, for Squeenix or Square Enix for Kingdom Hearts 4, I just want the butts to really keep on something on the case and something on that horse soon. I mean, we're almost at the end of 2025 already, and I understand we're getting good fortune and good progress, but that's always good to hear. Trust me. But the most important thing to get our channels more boosted and taking our time and use it for whatever we can handle is we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream, guys. We can say we have our social media, our personal accounts like Twitter, X, Facebook, and YouTube, and our podcast services all around the globe like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. Now come to think of it, guys, could be anything else in perspective, and having a mega love shout out to everyone. I know Lalove's Romax has been around for a while. She's been funny. I haven't seen her on camera for a while. Or even if she's playing old school, small games on her channel. You guys can check out Romax. Yeah, guys, we are always filled. We are always filled, guys, as we always do. We always fill, guys, with popularity, entertainment, and energy. That's the word, guys, between our channel and our community. Our popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, strongest, awesome, marvelous, great, strongest, amazing power of our community. Do what we can for one another. So, guys, as your king and your luckiest man, let's see if we can start something in between. So, I'm not going to worry about the other games that are out of reach. But all I can say is, guys, is I'm gonna start with this one really fast. If you guys remember, Diane Keaton was colorful. She was a good actor, a tremendous actor between movies, and at least you pretty much thought of one movie, Brother Leon. Matsula was not a fan of her. I've always thought she was a golden treasure, as I mentioned before. So, just really think about it. So basically, guys, a spokesman behind Keaton did not provide the info of what really happened between the cause of death or anything, at the eyes of the Lord going up in heaven for the most part. So, the only movies. Check this out, guys. This article involving Diane Keaton does state the following. Diane Keaton was in the 1980 movies, for example, Reds, The Little Drama Girl, Mr. Fell, Crimes of the Heart, and The Good Mother. So, I actually did check out a statement on Facebook yesterday. She was also in Father of the Bride, and the 2020 short film, guys, of Father of the Bride Part 3s. So, and then, the thing about Diane Keaton, guys, as a late, marvelous actor, if you look at it, she was also in 1997's Marvin's Room with Mel Streep, Leonardo DiCaprio, and yes, guys, Robert De Niro, for example. But I do know Robert De Niro is actually leaning towards a movie with, reuniting with Ben Stiller and, to see how that's going to work out. I don't think it's going to be a highly anticipated, occasional review or anything else in perspective, just to have these two go at it. So, but one thing I will say about Diane Keaton, she was a pretty good actor, but not better than Ray Liotta or in my opinion, not better than John Candy, Peter Farley from Tommy Boy and whatnot. But she was, all I know is she was Kristen. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to that one, but I do know she's been having a lot of millions and millions of dollars between making movies and getting enough for a payday, the way it is. Hold on. Leon in the chat says, I saw Megan 2 the other day. It was stupid. I wouldn't watch Megan or Megan 2, to be open and honest with you. And you guys understand that between their own perspectives and or options on it. I mean, the reason why I wouldn't, congratulate anything or, do anything with Megan is it's kind of like different towards Scream movies, and I do know Dodgeball is not exactly scary. That movie is funny, with Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller, David Hasselhoff as one of the Dodgeball coaches, Lance Armstrong, just to name a few, and yeah. But I have heard Dodgeball 2 could be my assumption, or just my open and honest opinion, so, well, we'll see whatever lies ahead. I don't see these actors retiring. They still want to do some with number 2. So playing with Michael Douglas in movie. Michael Douglas, to be also, guys, to really inform, Michael Douglas is done with acting too, so that's not exactly the way it should be, but it's only about how and when. So yeah, I don't see why not. But Diane Keaton was colorful. People can take it as much as they want. Whatever they can voice their opinions. Whatever they actually want to have. I do want to bring something out really fast. And I will end on this, because we're wrapping some stuff up today. I do know one movie in perspective is still going to be releasing next year. Mid next year for next year for, between delaying and also some other stuff and having something with purposes. And you're talking about delaying a movie that people don't want to, wait around forever for. Now, from what I've already heard, guys, from yesterday, Warner Bros. Is already working on making a Mortal Kombat 3. I mean, do we name Mortal Kombat 3 yet? I mean, I don't believe we do. I mean, it's not at the moment. I mean, someday maybe, but not now. But apparently, I mean, I feel like it's not exactly fascinating or not much shocking to me that they already are working on a Mortal Kombat 3 now. I mean, I don't expect Mortal Kombat 3 to release anytime soon. I mean, they're probably going to wait till 2028 to do that, if they wait around for a while. So, I mean, I feel like we don't. I mean, as a first place winner, I don't see why we need Mortal Kombat 3 already. I mean, in a decent time, we don't know how Mortal Kombat 2 is going to be. You know, just to go and see what's going on. And on top of that, guys, on top of anything with Mortal Kombat 2, as a matter of fact, we also have to think about which one has a bigger role than Johnny Cage's. All I know is, the other one that's being, not exactly being teased or being, not being out of place between a character is, as far as I know, as, I can't think of the other actors, I mean the character's name on it, but I do know, she actually is getting the bigger part in Mortal Kombat 2, as far as I know, towards next year, and I can't think of the other character, but I know it's a little more bigger than Johnny Cage by far, involving Carl Urban, so, I can't think of who it is, but that's exactly what I've heard. I mean, as far as I know, she's actually getting a little more of a bigger plot. I mean, not like any other movie, but I do know she's actually getting a little more of an opportunity, if you will, between that and perspective answers to follow, if we look at it. So I feel like if Johnny Cage is not getting much of a big role, you know, in the second one for next year, how does that really fit with him? I mean, that's another thing too. I mean, how does that work with his contract? I mean, if he's playing the part of Johnny Cage, I feel like he's most likely be getting a far better perspective movies that he's been in with Star Trek and you know, in the TV show, not involving with X-Men and whatnot. I feel like if the one that is getting a little more attention besides Johnny Cage, it's pretty much somebody that's going to be doing double the work, maybe like double the payday and whatnot. So I cannot think of who it is, but oh wait a minute, let me try to research it real quick. I mean, as far as I know, my future fiance and I talked a little bit about it when we were having dinner this past evening. All right, so the one that's getting a little more of a big role is, hold up, let me one was about done with in gaming news in just a few minutes, but as far as I know, I think it's Sony. I don't think it's Sonya Blade that's being pushed off the edge. It's pretty much somebody else. I mean, I will end on this. Oh yeah, guys, it was Katana. That's what I was thinking of. Now, Katana is getting a big, guys, getting a little more of a big push for Mortal Kombat 2 for next year in May. So whatever the cause may be, I think the fans are a little more excited to see how that's going to go by far. It's just, I mean, do we have to really think about how much it's really going to take? I mean, I don't believe Mortal Kombat 2 is going to get pushed back with another delay. As a matter of fact, I mean, I don't see them delaying it again. I think they've got it at the right date, at the right time, coming out of the company. Mortal Kombat 3, like I said, Mortal Kombat 3, I don't see that movie releasing until way after next year. I mean, it's going to take another 2 years to really, actually, take another 2 years. I don't think we'll wait till 2030 for Mortal Kombat 3 to release. It just depends if Carl Urban's coming back with that in hand, or keeping everything else intact. So, well, depending on the fans, depending on I mean, if I were to maybe say who would be better as Donny Cates, I wouldn't toot my own horn and say give it to Channing Tatum or give it to Zac Efron if we wanted to, but I doubt they wouldn't have a spot on Mortal Kombat involving its franchise after 30 years. So that really explains why. But I just don't understand why we need Mortal Kombat 3 coming out of the company right now. I just don't. So we never know what's going to be next. If we look at it on a higher note, they should let Mortal Kombat 2 play first, and went on Part 3, even that one movie, Frozen 3. I think it's coming soon, whatever they call it. I believe Disney is only calling Frozen 3 not exactly a new title with the third installment. So I mean, above everything else, I don't watch Frozen movies. All I know is it's all about, betraying your own sister, but betraying your own kingdom, and betraying your own castle, and also the people behind it. So, I know Frozen 2 was an average par. From what I've heard, Frozen 2 is not bad of a movie, but I haven't seen it. They soon killed Donny Cates off because the original Part 2, they killed him off the first scene. So I do want to end on this too, guys. I mean, if everything else is set in stone for Mortal Kombat 2, it shouldn't be a bad it should not be a bad opportunity. It shouldn't be a bad idea between Cole Urban, Katana, and bringing the other actors back, as far as I know. But I do know if the movie was supposed to happen sometime this year, and so far today, the movie would have sought a good review. But not to get aside towards next year. I feel like if they're taking a little more time for Katana, I feel like that's going to be, better than an average review in my perspective, and also my opinion. You guys can take it as you want with our community, and with our 633 mods. I just feel like if they're going to have something to complete after number 2, then I believe Mortal Kombat 3 should be the last one. Besides, the actors cannot do it forever. They cannot make anything else that's going to be a matter of time. Besides, another movie besides Mortal Kombat is Sonic 3. Sonic 3 is going to be coming after next year, so that's something to think about. So I'm not sure about the other stuff as of anything else, but I just don't think we need Mortal Kombat 3 anytime soon. But alright, guys. But other than that, guys, we'll leave it there for today. But yeah, that's gonna wrap everything up for today. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with your king and your luckiest man. So guys, based on the schedule, you guys will have more Final Fantasy Tactics. Evil's Chronicles is coming Thursday in the mornings, same time, same channel. So that probably will be my next stream. I gotta go back to. I finally go back to Great People at Sea tomorrow between 9 to 2. So based on the schedule, guys, I go back to my top job at Sea tomorrow. Another 2 days of WoW. I also have been checking not much of the schedule, in its own position, and also in its detail. I mean, everything else for 3 generations, but I do know we have another networking day that's coming Wednesday. So I'll have 9 to 2 tomorrow, guys, at Chief. Another 2 days of WoW, and then I was going to do Trunk or Treat with Hark and my Tulab this Thursday. The plan with that, guys, I was going to do not just 9 to 2 tomorrow, but also, guys, 9 to 2 this Friday, as far as I'm not aware of, and then I'm doing 2 to 7 this coming Thursday. So not as much as I would like, but beautiful. Real quick, is there anything you want to ask real quick? If you don't mind. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, as long as everything else is standard and collective, nothing else is going to be pushed or, you know, unsupervised or above personal. But yeah, but like I said, I decided to not to do trunk or treat with the others in the back and my two love this week. I would rather take the money and work at it. So I won't be doing trunk or treat again this year. So as I'm looking at it and the hours that I see them, Monday I've got the same thing at the same time, which we do not have cornhole or esports tomorrow. So I'm gonna be flat out open. So after 9 to 2 tomorrow, guys, I'll be back at Steve on Thursday and Friday. So everything else is gonna be, you know, everything else going back to reality, and just to keep everything else focused. And real quick, guys, Amazon is gonna be soon, but I just don't wanna, you know, wait for a while. And as a patient man, just to hold on and see what I actually want to bring to the table. I mean, there's enough cards on the table as it is. Much more basic and much more to have some romantic and future ideas. What I want to do for my true love and for myself only. If I want to do something that's more, you know, that's really change anything. So keep you guys posted and info. If you guys want to catch more Balatro every Sunday mornings, keep it right here, fellas, and make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. And also, guys, the most important thing and the most important rule, just to really have a cherry on top, is love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative. And so we're sounding good. I'm almost trying to sound good again between my sore throat a little bit, but I'm slowly getting a normal type. Besides having a Pokemon get back to being 100%, but you know, I'm slowly getting back up to the edges for the time being. But yeah, I'll keep you guys info and posted. But I should be back. I should be back this coming Thursday in the mornings for some more Tactics Evils Chronicles by then. So that will be my next stream. So keep everything else under control. Make sure we have enough just to really see how we're doing. But don't forget to get my numbers up, guys, on the channel. And I can help you guys if you guys can reach out to the others. But not much. That would really decrease. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Remember, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. It's the awesome and creative, and knowledge is power. We got 633 mods today. Make sure everything else is, you know, the same, maybe like different, or whatever we can, you know, enjoy, and not waste any time. Also, guys, anytime we manage to find people and socialize with people, have a lot of laughs, talk about stories, anything else with gaming or etc. All we have to do, guys, as the first place winner in over 20 years, all we need to do, guys, is not pause for following Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So all we need to do, guys, is upgrade my channel a lot more, keep everything else surrounding, and keep everything else added. And I do want to get myself upgraded more. You know, my W rates and a lot of our views, thumbs up, and whatnot. I'm still having most of that work towards my loves Rincey doing that for me. So yeah, you know, making sure wishes come through, and you know, guys, for 3 generations, keep everything else spot on. So, but you know, guys, if I'm still going to do and continue what I'm doing by doing 4 games a week, I most likely will do that from now on. I'm still gonna do that. Also, guys, Psychonauts 2 on Saturdays. It just depends how tired I am, but I will not eliminate it since I'm done with RoboCop. Trust me. But the most important thing, guys, is to hype up my channel, get my numbers higher and higher than I had it, or the way we can place our bets on a poker table or anything. You guys can help me, I can help you guys. Boost or no boost, whatever we want to handle. But yeah, guys, the most important thing is to coordinate and get our numbers energized. All we need to do, guys, is follow and share it and like it. And on top of everything else, as we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream. We can say we have our social media with our Twitter, X, Facebook, and YouTube accounts. Like I said, we're not going flushing down the toilet all the time, but doing something that we love and have the awesome opportunity that people can do on their YouTube channels. But I want you guys to focus mine, and I can help you guys by being the center of attention. That would be great to work together. I mean, it's better than being alone, as your king and your luckiest man. So, we'll see how things work out. But yeah, guys, we watch our videos in full. Like and share the stream. And so we have our social media, our Twitter, X, Facebook, and YouTube accounts, and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And don't forget to check out Beatles Eternally, guys, my good brother on the channel. He's a baseball fanatic, and I'm not 100% sure when he's coming back, but I know I do know Beatles is coming back to his channel to get back to playing more baseball on his projects pretty soon. I don't think it's probably gonna be sooner rather than later. But don't forget to check him out, guys, on YouTube, and don't forget to connect to my channel, guys. Zach Dawson from Titanic, your first place winner, your king, and your luckiest man, and I'm gonna be 33 next year, so keep a lookout for it. But alright, guys, you guys have a good rest of your weekend. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. So the next stream, guys, will probably be on Thursday. So I'll see you guys by Thursday in the mornings I'll be playing some more Final Fantasy Tactics, Heroes Chronicles, and probably get some more grinding. Like I'm still gonna be planning, but there is no boss battle or mini boss battle in Eagle's Castle. So that's gonna be some I'm mostly leaning towards by grinding. So keep everything else in perspective, and keep a lookout, guys, for answers, and also answer to the questions. Also, guys, being filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy are amazing, marvelous, talented, awesome, strongest power of our community. I'm still around if you guys need anything. You guys have a good rest of your weekend. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and keep yourselves warm whenever we keep ourselves frozen, or even if you're doing something outside of work or anything else, guys. It's in between my 4 priorities. Have a good rest of your weekend, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and I will see you guys